There we go. Peace and blessings, beloved family. Welcome to another amazing episode of Who's Naked Up in Here. I'm your host, Mr. Witz, alongside my beautiful co-host, the amazing, gifted. Everyone, please open your mics, come on camera screen, and greet each other the way family do.
Hey, everybody.
What's up?
Hey.
Hello.
Can,
Hello,
can I
everyone.
Wednesday.
Yes.
Hello, Wednesday. Can I show
Barely,
y'all something?
but
Can I
here.
show y'all something? I want to
Right.
share something with y'all real quick. Can y'all see my new shirt?
Hey.
I'm like a little
You got,
kid.
you got to shine some light on it. It's a little dark.
What?
We see
Y'all
you,
can't
but
see
we
my
don't.
shirt.
We see you, but we don't see you. It's a little darker. There you go. There it is.
All right, I just had to share that. Mr. Witt sent me a wonderful gift today. If you don't know, Ripples is my book. It is the book of stories of my life. It is also a stage play that I've had the opportunity to do around the world. So I just wanted to share that. Okay, go back to loving everybody. Thank you, Mr. Witch.
You're so welcome, my love. I'm glad you like it.
Yeah, I was like a little kid.
Everybody likes to get surprises every now and then, you know. So it's always good to something to sneak up on you that makes you smile. You know, I think that's important when it comes to um having relationships.
Oh, my hand fell
You
down.
know,
Oh, good.
I don't know how to. I'm so sorry. You guys, I don't know how to do this yet. So, y'all can hear me right now, right?
yes.
Yes.
Yay. Okay. I don't know how to unmute my microphone. I'm so sorry.
It's normally at the bottom corner. Are you on a device or on a laptop or something?
On an Android phone.
You're on the phone. Okay. I think on the phone it still should be on the bottom. I think on the left corner. Do you see a microphone there? Okay.
It looks like she got it.
Yeah, there you go.
I got it.
Hey, awesome. Okay,
Hey.
I have one more thing that I'm going to instruct you to. If you see everybody got their hands raised on the screen, okay, those are people who are willing to perform tonight. What we normally do is allow for two pieces, whether it's poetry or it's a song or whatever. Um, we allow for two pieces. So if you want to share, there's a reaction button that should be in the middle of your screen. It should have a smiley face on it.
Yes. Wait.
Does your reaction button have a smiley face? It should be a smiley face.
Her reactions may be under the three dots if she's on her Android.
Okay.
You see three dots where it says more. Yep.
Okay, awesome. There you go. But what we do is if when you click on the reaction button, it should give you different emojis. There's one that should say raise your hand. And if you click there, you go, boom. So now we got you in rotation. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through the room, allow for everybody to do two pieces. I ask that you keep your mics muted, but you're allowed to communicate through the chat. Do you know how to use the chat? Yeah, so you can comment in there as often as you like. Um, and just keep expressing love for one another throughout the show. But I just ask that you keep your mic muted until the artist finishes performing their piece, and then you can unmute yourself and show homage, expressing love. Um, okay, I got you. I see you. I see you get there. Okay, so with that being said, we're gonna jump into some poetry. Um, I normally start the night off. Um, that's Italo. Italo, welcome, brother.
Hey, thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Okay, great. You came right on time. You know how we doing here. So if you want to share with us, please, let me see that raise your hand emoji, and I'll bring you up as I get through the list. Now, one of the main reasons why we do this is because as the night flows, we have people that start to pop in, and you have people that sometimes just want to come listen. But the majority of us do have something in our heart that we want to share. So we try to keep the floor open for that. But I don't want anybody to feel pressured in the sharing. So I want to be calling on nobody um, that doesn't want to be called on. Um, and I don't want to miss anybody who does want to share. So that's why we do the raise your hand emoji. But I'm gonna go ahead and start off tonight. Um, one of my new pieces. All right, so here we go. Can y'all hear me clearly? That was funny, gifting.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna go off the screen so I can pull this up. Should have been prepared, but I wasn't. Y'all forgive me. Bad hosting. I think I'm gonna have to do it through my phone. See how that works. All right, here we go. Is it healthy for me to miss you? Or am I just sick of being alone? Fouling over the distance that we have between us, dissipated our passion, dissolved over time. I used to think butterflies were good for the stomach, but I've learned those flapping wings were meant to be free. It's hard to focus when you have a dome full of someone, brimming the fact that you care for them deeply, clinging to mistakes, misconstrued and mishandled. Confidence is a lost screw when love falls apart. My ego was thick as a marble once, the size of a human head. I never saw the cracks until our together shattered. I slit my wrists trying to pick shards of us up. Cognizance, the breeze, I couldn't sweep under the rug. It's an empty feeling when your sneeze goes unanswered. And I question if God blessed you over me. Have you lost rest the way I have? Watched the tint of the sky fade? Or are you sleeping comfortably? I've had enough nights on the length of a mattress, wondering if you're thinking about what we used to have. Maybe I should just let you go, living your life. You seem to be better off without me, but I miss you. I miss you like naps to an insomniac. I miss you like sun on rain cloud days. I miss you like food lost to my appetite. I miss you like hair color before they become gray. Is it healthy of me, or am I just sick of being alone, throwing up memories of infatuation, the days when we were found in each other? Is it an ailment? I want to be together, curled up like an upset stomach, cuddled behind you as if there was a baby growing inside. It sounds like I'm puking all over myself. Butterflies maggoting my abdominal line. trying to escape my esophagus in the form of something mushy. And it's hard leaving to keep down the chrysalis. My belly feels like a spring version of a snow globe, a flower tank made for butterflies to roam. I wonder if it's healthy for me to miss you, or am I just sick of being alone? Okay, that's the first one. This next one is a little tricky. The people of this planet have forgotten their purpose, propagandized the definition of what it means to be God's creation in their manipulation of who they are. They have ignored the reason why. And anyone who speaks the truth is condemned as a violator of the freedom to rewrite their existence in a volume of evolution. The frequency of now vibrations are trebled to pitch in that very chaos. We're king to the doorway of no ledges at a lip of the receiving ear. What that means is we have lost our vision to the way we perceive space, reality, power, time, soul, and mind. Dread it, run from it. Destiny still arrives. They look at me like I'm wrong, view me as evil. For all that I do, they speak of as wicked. I only want to restore balance of this world with the universe. Sometimes I wish I could just snap my fingers and erase all the madness from this sphere. I've been everywhere and nowhere. Though in my travels, I've come to understand space is no more than a unit of measurement of an occupied or unoccupied area. Reality is the state of all things amongst us as they actually exist. Power merely is the ability to act in particular or influence the behavior of others. The mind is the element that enables awareness of the world through our experiences, the faculty of consciousness. Time is indefinite, the continued progress of all in existence. The past, present, and future pretense. And the soul is the spiritual or immaterial part of us, human and animal, regarded as immortal, exempt from the expiration of our physical bodies while the world is on fire. The universe lies within your hollow grasp. The fact that you don't identify with not being able to touch it has you ignoring its potentiality. You've tried it your way, failed yourselves 14,605 times or more. Is it small-minded of me to want to change things dramatically? You've been killing yourselves by the slightest eating habits. The people of this planet have forgotten their purpose, symbolize balance between the known and unknown, propagandize the importance of what it means to be God's creation. in their manipulation of who they are. They have ignored the reason why. Dread it, run from it. Destiny still arrives. Fun isn't something one considers for balancing the universe. We have lost our vision to the way we perceive space, reality, time, power, soul, and mind. Blame is divine as the free will to decide right from wrong in a conscious decision. But undeniably, action will be answered with results, and some consequences will be viewed as punishment, while some may not receive just award. I only want to restore the balance of this world with the universe. Sometimes I wish I could just snap my fingers and erase all the madness from despair. Death is coming, and with her is intrinsic control over the notion of life. Dread it, run from it. Destiny still arrives. Space, reality, time, power, soul, and mind. The ever-ending cycle. The obsolescence marathon. The biological map of the human race. You're already on it. The course to the infinity gauntlet.
Man, you made me sympathize with Thanos. You made me sympathize with Thanos.
Thank you for receiving that.
Wow, I felt every bit of that.
Thank
That was
you.
some powerful pieces, Mr. Witz. The from the first to the last. I've always told you you have brilliant ink, and it wasn't wasted tonight. That was amazing. Heartfelt. Thank you for your shares. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for receiving the message. I appreciate it. Did it take did it all connect at the end on the last one, or were you there from the a different point of it?
I felt like it connected.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. Because sometimes I know with poetry, my particular rights, just I guess we all judge ourselves and weigh out our works, but I feel like sometimes it can be too wordy, and I don't want anybody to get lost in translation. But I'm glad y'all was able to tap in on that. Thank y'all for receiving me. All right, if you would please open up your hearts and your mics and let's show some love to our next artist, Miss Marianne Peterson.
Woohoo! Let's go, Marianne.
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 Let's go.
Marianne, you with us? She looked like she might have walked off for a minute. She may be taking care of her son. Let's come back to her. We'll come back to her. Let's reroute that. Y'all please show some love. Open up your hearts and your mics. And welcome to the room, Miss Zany.
Miss Zany, welcome back.
Welcome
Ooh.
back.
Sadie.
Bear with me for just a moment. Okay. I am having to pull up my poem really quick. Okay, and well, good evening, everybody. And now I'm having to navigate this. All right, awesome. So I'm going to start off with a poem, and then I'm going to do what I call a haiku break. So the title is emphasized in the poem. I had to yell out for every time I stepped out every major aisle. I had to watch out when I had attempted to smile, since it would be a while before I could clock the hell out of this godforsaken place. The supervisors tell me, don't sit down unless you punched out for a break. Keep working unless you want out of the space. You're just another number. We have more people that can replace you outside. Well, there's a lot of people that want to slave out their lives away, paycheck to paycheck, better recheck how that work is done, or you will be out on your ass. Shit. I regret going out of my way to spend most of my day out of the home to do warehouse work so that I can be left the fuck alone. I'm grown working to be out of my own, not another drone who's out of her mind. I lost it while filling out that so-called job application. And I'm using my imagination to picture my life out of this job, out of the city, out of the state, out of this country, so I can sip on drinks out of a pineapple while I'm out on the beach, wishing you out of my existence. And that is my first poem. And now here's the haiku break. I just gotta grab up something, just a few seconds. And I'm back. This haiku break is brought to you by the letter A. This is my second book that I am included in. This is an anthology of haiku. So if you would like to purchase a copy from me, included will be a 3x5 curated haiku. You'll have to follow me on Instagram at MissZany.presents. Now for your haiku break. Haiku. Heal and protect yourself from triggers before proportions are blown. Haiku. If we're waiting till death to rest, then what's the point of truly living? Haiku. Time is currency. What one pays attention to is their investment. Haiku. Grief's the Grim's Reaper. You can't give it Snickers and expect it to leave. Haiku. Everybody's like, hop to. Yet we've forgotten, spit is not good lube. And my last one, haiku. Quietest person speaks volumes when expressions on face often change. I am Miss Zany. You can follow me at MissZany.presents on Instagram. And if you're interested in buying the letter A, this would be a copy from me, autographed, and I will also send you a 3x5 frame curated haiku of yours. Just contact me. I'll also put my information in the chat.
I love your energy. It is crazy.
Love it.
Oh my God. And I always fantasize about getting up and out of here with umbrella drinks, islands, and so forth. So that first poem definitely got me. Thank you, sweetie.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that was legit awesome. I was over here dying. Like, loved it.
Thank you.
That was far out, Miss Sandy.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
Definitely. Like they said, you definitely full of life. You bring life into a quiet room. You breathe life into it. So definitely appreciate you being here with us tonight. Um, I particularly like the haiku about the currency, because I've always said time is our most valuable coin, our most valuable commodity. So be wise how you utilize it, how you spend it. So yeah, great work. And do put your information in the chat so we can see about getting that book out there.
She also has it in her name. So at MissZany.presents. That was awesome work.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
But of course, we family. And of course, y'all show some love to Miss Zany one more time, please.
Sadie.
Amazing energy.
That's what's up. And while y'all loving on her, keep your mics open and open up your heart and show some love to Miss Mary Ann Peterson.
Marianne, let's go.
Okay,
Yes.
this one is called Wellness. I wrote on the 5th of this month. Wellness starts with the mental. If your mental health isn't good, your physical health will also suffer. If you have good mental health, your physical body will show it too. Good mental health equals good physical health. Bad mental health equals bad physical health. If you ever feel like you are going into a funk, get checked out immediately. You want to have both good mental health as well as good physical health. You do not want to have bad mental as well as bad physical health. Having both health good helps a lot in your life. That's it for that one. Next one I'll read is called My Emotions. It's based on writing prompt. The writing prompt was describe your happiness, love, sadness, hatred, joy. This is what I came up with for that one. I wrote this on the 4th of this month at 9:48 p.m. Eastern time. And it's called My Emotions. My happiness is up to the moon and back. My love is never ending. My sadness is quiet now. Fear I do not have of people. Only hate their actions. My joy is as loud as a sonic boom. My happiness is like a person smiling constantly. All my emotions I have now are good emotions. I rarely have a negative emotion unless something bad happens. That's it for that one. Then the last one I'll read is also based on writing prompt. The writing prompt was they said I was broken, wings. And I wrote this on the 4th of this month as well. And this one is called They Said I Was Broken. They said I was broken, wings unfurled. They said I could not fly anymore. I proved them wrong. I started flying again. I was meant to soar. My wings were fixed. I'm flying high.
Can I show them something?
That's it for that one.
Thank you, Mary Ann. Y'all show some love, please.
Great work, Marianne. I love the mental health. That was beautiful and necessary, needed for us to hear.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thank you.
That was awesome.
The word unfurled, I think that it's not used often enough. So thank you very much for using that word in the poem. That was beautiful. Go ahead, Len.
Kara.
What's that, Mary Ann?
My cat is bugging me again.
Oh, your cat trying to be on camera. Okay.
Yeah, pretty much. There goes her paw.
Okay.
Just too far overhead.
Well, that's what's up. Thank you for sharing with us as always. We always allow Mary Ann to share more than 2 pieces because her pieces are short. Good luck with your book. You know, you got another book on the way out.
Yeah, I'm on page 65 of that one right now.
Awesome.
So 5 more pages to go if I don't write a poem that's longer than the 70 pages.
Well, we know it's going to be great. You know, Congratulations and proud of you as
Thanks.
always. Keep pushing out that work.
Yep, I will.
That's what's up. Y'all show some love to Marianne Peterson one more time, please.
Let's go, Marianne.
Woo!
Hey, Marianne.
And she got the wine
Good job.
swishing around in that glass. I'm a little jelly. And maybe I should have had some wine to perk me up tonight, you know. But I'm gonna utilize the energy of you all. Y'all please open up your hearts and your mics once more and let's show some love to Escape Artists. What we eating over there? What we eating?
You have to
Look,
bust
can't
her
even
out.
talk. Look.
Right.
How can I not? I caught
Now,
her right when
Escape,
she
you
was
knew you was next. Oh, that's funny.
We can't hear you, Queen.
Still can't.
Okay, can you hear me?
Okay, there you go.
Yay!
Okay, now can you hear me? Can you still hear me?
Yes, we can still hear
Yes.
you. Yes.
Yes,
Oh,
we
okay.
hear you.
I said I learned how to make pickles, and they fucked up by putting the recipe on the internet because they lost a customer. I'm always gonna make my own pickles now. They're so good. Okay, this one I'm still working on, but I like to read my unfinished pieces. Anyways, here goes. I think I'm gonna title it The History of the Modern Prison. Here we go. Humans have been putting living things in cages since before Christ. The earliest signs of people using cages is as early as 490 BC. When we think of cages, we often envision a restricted space enclosed by bars. Since then, mankind have become experts at building cages and making them attractive, putting animals in cages for our entertainment and calling them zoos, putting fish in tanks for decoration and calling them pets, keeping birds in cages to serve as music boxes, even putting people in cages for forced labor and calling them criminals. In 1944, cages started to lose their bars. We called them cells. And although the first few versions weren't so attractive, they grew to be bigger and more colorful, more responsive. We never imagined the cage would be a screen. Weapons of mass distraction, our minds become a playground for programmers to shape as they please, to store useless information so there is no space left to think for ourselves. We don't think we should have freedom of exploration of the waves in our brain. The cells in our hand become more important than the cells in existence. The more we voluntarily give up our attention, the less we will have to rage against the machine, becoming numb to control. Fingers no longer made to touch lovers, necks permanently crooked to look down. Escaping doesn't even make it to thought. Seems the only intelligence left will be artificial. In February of 2023, the Eurasian owl Flaco escaped his longtime prison in the Central Park Zoo. Wingspan of 6 feet makes it one of the world's largest owls. Wings made to reach the heavens. They claim in the wild, owls only live 10 to 20 years, but can live up to 60 years in captivity, meaning imprisonment was for his own good. They found him dead on a Friday. He collided into one of Manhattan's many skyscrapers. His wings been caged for so long they forgot what God told them to do. The Wildlife Conservation Society announced in March
that a necropsy by pathologists had found enough rat poison and pigeon virus in Flacco's system to kill him, even if he had not died after striking an Upper West Side building. The vandal who damaged Flacco's exhibit jeopardized the safety of the bird and is ultimately responsible for his death, they said, not the ones who caged the animal and prevented it from living a natural life. Even in his short-lived freedom, he was caged between buildings and smog instead of trees. His body will remain at the museum so that others may see what would happen should you try to break free from the screen. Even after his unfortunate death and short-lived freedom, he will remain a prisoner. This is what a modern-day prison has become. They will kill you in more than one way and deem your need for freedom the murderer. Say you live longer in captivity. Don't bother using your wings. Just keep looking down at the screen. That's my first one. And my second one, this is my AJ poem. If any of you guys know AJ, he makes up a lot of words. So that's what I did in this poem, because it's a little insider. But anyways, here we go. Noah Webster made it his lifelong mission to capture every word in the American language and caged them with paper, binding them to definitions and spelling that only a nation well-read and taking what doesn't belong to them, using white pages and blue ink to write a false truth, can understand. He viewed language as a means to control thought, force authority, and subdue human passions. 70,000 captured words grew to 500,000 and counting, becoming prisoners to Charles Merriam, who thinks he owns the sounds we make with our tongues and knows what our breath means when we whisper God speak, because he bought the book from the slaver. More than a dozen revisions and decades pass, and still language runs from them like it was never meant to be touched by cursed lips or come from tainted tongues, begging for an autopsy, to be dissected so we can learn the truth about communication. How it wasn't meant to be molded into chains or swords, it was meant to build village and community. Words belong to art, belong to poetry, to those who specialize in rhetoriology, the act of studying the bones of language without trying to dress them in definitions that fit one ideology. This pen mission is greater than any amount of ego that could fit in hollow hands. It is to build connection and understanding clear enough for any being to grasp. It involves intuition, which means you don't know where it comes from, but you know this message is for someone, and it needs to be shared, not sold. Poets are born with pensiety, the need to write to feel the grip of sanity, the need to write in order to breathe. They use penography to paint pictures with language to make those who are blind see with their minds, to build crafts of thought to transport you to a moment in time where all you can do is feel. The incapacity is endless. The amount of love, direction, purpose, the amount of anything that came from the inner workings of your brain a poem can hold. They were built to uphold truth and knowledge, which means it takes an uncomfortable amount of depression. The act of searching so deep with your mind, in your heart, you risk losing who you are in the beginning of your voyage and finding who you were meant to be, which isn't at all easy. We often bind with our current identity, preventing us from evolving into our purpose. Become a scribologist, one who studies life in language and is determined to make art, whose mission it is to understand how words breathe and eat and change people's lives, how letters attach themselves to each other, becoming words, and words gather to form sentences, how they are not just weapons, but wounds. It is equivalent to studying the evolution of man. Poets make love through poetry. Our love language, the act of loving with mind rather than body, making lovers out of pen and paper, the act of romanticizing life, refusing to live reality, but vowing their life to loving this art till death do us part, right hand over the Bible. It's the penistry, the chemical reaction caused by the grip of a writing instrument like a magic wand. There's nothing else in the world like it. The chemical bonding between ink and alphabets, and how together they produce messages. The product of ink and paper creating immortality. Language wasn't made for control. A weapon Webster tried to wield against free minds, something Merriam tried to use to increase his wealth. It was made for creation, to feed our thoughts, for the love of poetry. Thanks. Oh, that was a lot.
I'm speechless.
Damn.
I'm not speechless. I'm not speechless. I have a speech. Are you serious right now? The number of times that I was just sitting here like, did she just say?
Thank you.
Okay, look, everybody in here is so far has been just amazing. That right there, thank you. I'm done.
Thank you.
Yeah, I love how you created those words, that anxiety. That was like, ooh.
Oh, that one I stole from AJ. I gotta be honest. I did steal that one from him. You know what
Right. I was
happened
like,
is
how you
because
spelled it?
somebody was
I love
reading
it
and it
though.
sounded like they said pensiety, but they didn't. And I was like, oh, I heard that as pensiety. I'm gonna coin it. And AJ heard it as that word too. Then I was like, oh man, I'm stealing that AJ because both of us heard it at the same time. So, you can't really be claiming stuff like that.
We all stealing it.
I might have to steal.
Right.
Scribologists is what the one I picked up on.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I had to
That's
think to
cool.
make up these words. Like, what would AJ think about? Like, what would AJ do?
That's hilarious.
You
That
did
was
really
good.
great with that.
Great work.
Indeed, indeed.
Thank you.
Particularly like that first piece as well, about how they trained us to be in these boxes. We caged off right now,
Mhm.
and onto these screens, becoming our reality, becoming our interactions. It's nothing like being able to feel somebody's energy in person, but we become so comfortable with feeling that same, reaching for that same energy through these screens. But yeah, the whole concept
Yeah.
of being caged, and how they made it pretty from being a zoo to being a prison cell.
Mhm.
And like you said, becoming so complacent that you don't even want to attempt to escape. You're just gonna be there.
Mhm.
Yeah, I liked how you did that. Both pieces was amazing. Thank you.
Thank you. Small little plug. My book comes out August 16th,
Yes.
and August 17th and 18th, I'll be at the Allentown Art Museum exhibiting my art there with Albie JC and a bunch of other artists there. So if anybody's in Allentown, Pennsylvania, or not far from it, you can check it out. It's a free event that weekend. But yeah, that's about it.
Woohoo!
Awesome.
Congratulations,
Congratulations.
Escape.
That's
Thank
right.
you. Thank you.
Congratulations is in order. Looking forward to seeing that package. Book on the way. Yeah,
Thank
and
you. I
I'm proud of
appreciate
you
it.
all, everybody, bringing your works to life. You know, I know putting our words into binding is sort of like caging them as well, but it also allows you to be here in your absence, and puts you in places where you may not physically be able to be. I've always said, you know, put these messages in these books so that if my kids can't fathom them right now, at some point in their life, they'll be able to understand, or at least have a better understanding of who they father was and what his mission was. Yeah, so
Exactly. But
keep
thank you,
pushing that.
everybody. You guys inspired me so much and pushed my pen. So I love being here every week. And yeah, Thanks for having me.
It's definitely your family. Y'all show
Thank
some
you,
love for
Escape.
escape
Thank
artists.
you. So
I'll go
amazing.
back to eating my pickles now.
Oh, you gotta send us some pickles. Yeah.
Right. Or at least the
I
recipe.
want
At least share the
right.
recipe.
Okay. I'll take it. Nah, I want my own pickles.
Look at you. Don't be lazy, baby. You know what they say, teach a man to fish. Y'all show some love to escape artists one more time, please.
Escape artist.
All right, that's what's up. And keep that energy up, y'all. It's important that we keep fueling each other, Um, it takes a lot of courage to voice the way we do as artists. So award that bravery um, with love and support. All right, y'all open up your hearts and your mics, please, and let's show some love to my food dog, Mr. Nemo soon.
Let's go, Nemo.
Hey,
Nemo.
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 Hello, everyone. It is wonderful to be here.
Hey, Nemo.
We made it. I have an interweaving of micropoems. There are 6 of them. Out of the hiss and crack of the dumpster fire of my mind, I rise, the garbage phoenix, resplendent. Why do you stretch your broken wings to the red sky? Ain't you shamed? I come downstairs to find my bad brain drinking coffee and reading the funny pages. The room smells of stacks of disappointment and the pungent dregs of shame. He shifts in his chair as I step over and around the boxes and the laundry he's strewn in my way. Although he moves his face closer to the pages, I can sense his attention pulling on my shoulder blades as I try to shrug it into place. I know he's feeling for his chance to slide up behind me so he can slip his frigid fingers around my heart and underneath my balls, gripping not like a lover, not like a practitioner, no, as the possessor who keeps and does not share. He wants us to be alone with our pain. We dance each morning like 2 old lovers vying to lead, as he tries to convince me to stay in and shut the curtains and find a screen, and I fight my way to the door. I cannot help but smile when I hear him scream as I drag him out into the light of the possibility of love. Every mistake, an ember glowing red on red, heat building until, behold, the garbage phoenix rises. Every failure a feather spread across the sky like the sunset when there's a storm coming. I drove to the farthest reaches of the city of my mind, past the snarl of traffic, the incessant honking of horns, the bright lights and smoke and fumes, stood on the very edge of the great disk, and I peered over. I was supposed to be the second coming of my father, a scholar or a ditch digger, he would say, but I never could sit still long enough to become learned. So when I was handed a shovel, I didn't ask questions. I dug until my sweat became flames that burned flesh from bone, until my heart was charred and all that I had been was consumed. But embers left glowing return. Ashes become feathers, feathers become flames, and the phoenix flies free. My heart is held together with plaster, tape, and wire, bound by little bits of hope. If you listen closely, you can still hear it beating. Thank you.
Come on, fool. I like that line. I dug into it. My sweat became fire. You had so many powerful lines in there. It's a lot in the chat. You know, the concept of being held, and especially by your most intricate parts, your most personal parts of you being held, but not like a lover, was very engaging. Just fire as always, man. Fire as always.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for
Always a fan of your work. Your ink is brilliant. I've always tell you, you tell the story that are in so many of us, that surround so many of us, and you tell it in such an eloquent way that is palatable. And it's brilliant how you do that. I love it. So thank you. Thank you for your share tonight. Yep. Supposed to be the second coming of my father. There's so many lines. I caught them. You know I love your work. You know I love you. Always a fan.
I love you too, Gifted. Thank you.
I've missed hearing your work, Nemo. I should come more often. I really missed hearing your work because it's very relatable.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Good to hear your voice.
I'll try not to make myself scarce anymore.
That part. Nemo, bring them out. Bring them out. Bring them out.
I know I'm in trouble, so.
No, you always welcome. We know life be life, and so you know when you can be here, you're gonna be here. And sometimes you just need to get free. You you might not always want to share, but you can listen. So just come on in. Just know this is home. This is your safe space to be. However you feel like. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you feeling, you can express it here, or you can, just vent a little bit by listening and absorbing.
Okay.
We got you, baby. Y'all show some love. Nemo, you got a lot of love in the chat, so make sure you go back, scroll through there. A lot of comments was passed through there. So again, y'all please show some love to the poet, Nemo. So y'all awfully quiet tonight. I wanted to do something to shake this room up a little bit.
I'm trying to be polite.
Thank you, Nina.
No, great work.
Yeah, that's what we need. We need to feel y'all.
I
We need to
enjoy
feel y'all energy in here. And that's what's up. Y'all open up your hearts and your mics and show some love to Black Silver 47.
Black
Ooh,
Silver.
Black Silver, let's go.
Let's go, Black Silver.
I'm always super late getting my mic unmuted. So like I'm just trying not to be rude. Yay, Black Silver.
Hello. So I got two pieces. Can you hear me okay? Just give me a thumbs up or something.
Oh, but we do hear you.
Okay, you hear me okay?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, cool. So I got two pieces. I wasn't sure what I was going to do today, so this is kind of like, but I did want to share this new piece, so I'm definitely going to do that. And I guess I'll do Flood. So these are pieces that I've written pretty recently. But we'll start out with this first piece, Fire in the Heart. All right, here we go. This poem is called Fire in the Heart. Here we go. In the dark is where it starts. God hid fire in a humble heart. Through the dirt and through the womb, God came to earth and hid fire in the moon. Through the white and through the black, God came back like a phoenix from the ash. Like wolves in the grass, God knows where to hide. Hidden inside humble eyes is a light so bright no one will survive. So the sun turns red, the sky darkens. God hid fire in the forgotten children. I put it in a safe place, now I can't find it. God hid fire where you least expect it. Through the dirt and through the womb, God came to earth and hid fire in the moon. In the dark is where it starts. God hid fire in a humble heart. And that was Fire in the Heart. Okay, moving on to this next piece, Flood. Here we go. Natural disaster, eat you alive like Hannibal Lecter, hand you a lesson in humility, dance to the rhythm of the tragedy, last chance, say a prayer to your deity. Tornadoes, floods, earthquakes, and hurricanes. Be a good boy and get out the way. You never think it could happen to you till it does. Now no one is safe from the flood. You never think it could happen to you till it does. Now no one is safe from the flood. And those are my poems.
Man, thank you, brother. You always come with something that make us think.
Rock on.
I definitely enjoyed that line, the concept, God hid fire in a humble heart. Did I get that right?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah, that was fire. That was fire. I think that's a prompt. I could do some things with that, but I love what you did there, brother. I love what you did.
Yeah, I loved your cadence in that poem too. I'm a sucker for a rhyming poem, so I love that.
Thank you.
I love how hard your poems hit, especially your endings.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Poetry is, when I do poetry, I'm free, you know? So I just let it flow through me and I try to keep it as pure as possible.
Yeah, I hear that.
You do a great job with it, man. Always expressing yourself, and your concepts are always original. Yeah, it's got to be amazing walking around inside your head, bro. Well, thank you for sharing as always. We appreciate you.
Thank you. Privileged to be here.
Show some love. Yes, indeed. Y'all please show some love to Black Silver 47 one more time.
Thank
Black
you guys.
Silver.
Woo, Black Silver.
Yeah.
Let's go. Love that pen. Love that ending line too. Of the last one. That was really powerful. Thank you.
Yes, and welcome to the room, MT Parody, Mr. Samuel Rain, and Coach Josh Smalls. Appreciate y'all coming and sharing with us. For those who are new in the space, looking to share, you're allowed to do 2 pieces, okay? Really no time frame. We don't really do time limits in here, but you're allowed to share 2 pieces when it's your turn. Only thing we ask is that you keep your mics muted while other people are doing their works. If you want to show them some love, you're allowed to use the chat as often as possible. And then after they've shared, please open up your mic and show love and support to what they've given, what they've offered. With that being said, let's keep this energy flowing. Y'all open up your hearts and your mics and show some love to my co-host tonight, the amazing, gifted,
Ooh.
What a gift. What a gift.
All right, gifted. Let's go.
Thank you. Oh, one more time. Hey, bring him out. Bring him out. Hey, I love my shirt.
You
All
look
right,
like
I'm
you
a
was
sucker.
loving something else, talking about bring them out, bring them out. You don't do, you know what? Let me mute myself.
Are we taking
Uh-oh.
the name of
Cutting up,
the
cutting up.
who got naked in here literally or what?
Always. Always.
Bring 'em out,
I
bring 'em
love
out.
it. I love it. All right, are we ready? Let's see. So I've been writing this week myself. So it looks like we all been moving our pen a little bit, which is so great. So I have 2 new pieces tonight. All right, and this first one is Can We? Can we pretend we're good? Like no one was wrong. Like my loud didn't climb on top of your words to prove that I'm right. Like your pointed finger didn't aim at me, shoot me in my heart. And then my inside voice hoisted from above the skies to make sure that my position was heard. Can we just pretend that we're good? Like the painted on stains didn't pain our forever. Like the few moments before never existed, like the quarrel of our trivial never crawled its way to our lips. Close your eyes, close them, and hold me tight. And don't let go, so neither one of us leaves this night sad, hugging and holding pillows instead of one another. Can we? Can we just pretend we're good for tonight? Out of the darkness and into the morning light, where we're always, always good. Can we? That's that piece.
Yeah.
I love that.
Thank you, whoever said that. Thank you.
That was beautiful.
I was trying
Respectfully,
to hold back, so, but since they said something, I'm gonna say something. I love that. I love that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
respectfully, you have made me ugly cry.
Ugly cry.
Hold on. I missed that. Who said ugly cry? Is that my poet paradox? I love her. Oh. All right. You know how sometimes relationships go. All right. This piece is called Howling at the Moon. And I really wasn't finished with it. But I need to get this piece massaged out because I'm going to be doing this in an upcoming show. So I need to start getting it in my memory and getting used to the verbiage. So this is Howling at the Moon. And though we have a moon about the book, about a book about the moon, I said a moon about the book. This piece is not from there. This is actually a new piece. New shit. All right. My fuse is burning at both ends. Shock of unnatural surrounding bars, clear understanding. Trying to hide, yet searching for an unwinding path to the steps that I take in the space that I inhabit, the faces that I encounter, baggage on my shoulders I can no longer carry. I hear call. I hear call to my wild. Through the night, darkness falls, and I still answer the call because I can see the light through the darkness, and I'm running with the wolves, howling at the moon, releasing the foothold of this world. Nocturnal instincts breathes life into the escape from my captivity. Head held high and clear, nose pointed to the sky, ready to be heard. The wind carries my voice where it needs to be. creating boundaries beyond my pain, establishing a newly created territory, communicating the hopes of all of my desires, calling to faith like-minded people of my pack. When I'm howling at the moon, I'm alive, feeling the wind upon my skin. I'm free, free just to be howling at the moon. That piece.
Nice, nice. Get
Ow,
that.
ow, ow, ow.
Right, that part.
Who was that? That was hot. Yes,
That
I
was
wanted to.
me.
I wanted to do
Ow,
that.
ow,
I
ow,
wanted
ow.
to howl so much. Woo.
Yes, yes,
I'm
for
still
real.
recovering from the first one.
Oh, dude,
Oh,
that was hot.
Okay, that
I
was
love
awesome.
her.
Whoever did that, that's
Oh,
the
damn.
alpha.
That was hot. Yes. Oh, I
that
need
was
to get that. I need to get that in my set. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
that was hot. Thank you. Great shares. I like the new piece too. I like the new piece. And since you brought it up, can you hold our book up one more time? Tomorrow night, Gifted and myself will be having a 2-on-2 conversation with Looking Glass poet and mid-age poet on Origin of Thought, and we'll be discussing our new release, Phase by an Impressionable Moon, and we'll be sharing a few pieces from there. So I hope to see you all in that space. That'll be on Instagram under Origin of Thought. Yeah, get the book, get the book, get the book. Thank you, Gifted. Y'all show some love to Gifted, please.
Gifted.
Hey,
Awesome pieces, Gifted.
He is gifted.
Those are some beautiful pieces.
That's what's up. All right, let's keep this energy flowing. Y'all open up your hearts and your mics and show some love to on the screen. Her name is Gemini Fox, but I know her as Foxy Gems.
Gemini Fox.
Hey, Gemini. Girl, you've been busy. You had 2 visitors this weekend and everything.
Oh my gosh. They're exactly as they say they are. I had a chance in midnight. Down here, I featured them down here at Painting with Words. And it was amazing. The set was amazing. And they're my brothers. They're solid. So I was happy. So that's 3 so far. Obi, Chance, and Midnight that I've met or Deep Thought the lyricist, and Lobel. That I've met that they're just solid. And I'm happy that the people I meet that I've met through COVID and on Instagram, that so many of them are just beautiful people. So I can't wait to meet y'all and wrap my arms around your necks. Not my hands, just my whole arm. Just saying.
Cool, cool. I'm happy for you.
Thank you, thank you. So I'm gonna share. Let me turn myself around. One of them is on the computer, and I actually sent it out for publication. So I think I should be able to do both this and that if I can figure out how to minimize my screen.
Yeah, it shouldn't kick you out once you minimize it. To pull up another window, we should still be able to see and hear you.
Okay, can you still see me?
We sure can.
Okay, let me get the right one. This one. He loved me. He loved me like a well-sharpened blade. He searched for cracks in my armor. First, he attempted to stab me in the back. And when that didn't work, he came in closer, wrapped his arms around me, and pressed the blade's tip into the center of my back, yet the armor didn't give way. So he slid his hand up my side, slid the knife under my breastplate, and shoved in the blade. I didn't scream right away. I didn't realize that I was injured, didn't know that I was bleeding. His embrace was so loving, so tight. My ribs cracked under the force. My breath left me. My feet dangled towards the floor. My hands held up around his neck. I didn't know he was squeezing so that I could bleed out. I didn't know that he was purposely trying to take my breath away, squeeze out all of the sunshine, all of this happy. He couldn't fathom anyone loving him as he was. He used the only thing he knew how to wield, the same dagger that was used on him. He only knew how to love one way. How can I blame him for behaving in the manner in which he was taught? How can I blame him for defending himself against my love? How can I blame him for simply being himself? I take responsibility. I take responsibility for leaving myself open, for holding my hands up, for not readying my shield, for not seeing the attack coming, for exhaling, allowing myself to be lifted up, for welcoming the dagger. He loved me like a well-sharpened blade. And I think I revised it and I didn't save it. Oops. So that was that one. And let me get the other. Okay. The willow branches leaned, heavy with winter's breath on its shoulders. The frigid pressed itself against the window, kissing its way through the pane. And cracks too small to be noticed, we chased away the icy grip, peeled back each Arctic tentacle. The pungent aroma of the furnace, summer's dusty residue bellowed slow into each room. Fleece pressed against clothing, seeking flesh. I slipped off my heavy outer layer, received fleece on skin in soft surrender. Exhaling, shortened breaths held too long, pretended each fiber an extension of your fingertips, and the weight of the fabric, your body, against mine. Then you were gone. But just in case you were wondering, the dagger did not come out easily. You walked away before my body dropped. You looked back only once to relish the sacrifice. I have to start over. I'm getting tongue-tied because this piece is still fresh. I'm sorry.
We hear what you take your time.
I need the glasses, but the glasses are getting in the way. I'll just go from the center. Fleece pressed against skin, against clothing, seeking flesh. I slipped off my heavy outer layer, received fleece on skin in soft surrender. Exhaling shortened breaths held too long, pretended each fiber an extension of your fingertips, and the weight of the fabric, your body against mine. And then you were gone. But just in case you were wondering, the dagger did not come out easily. You walked away before my body dropped. You looked back only once to relish in the satisfaction from the shock on my face. I sprayed the wall crimson, wrote your name in my blood spatter, committed this act into memory, traced it back down the timeline to our very first meeting. The first blank stare into my existence, every word of encouragement ever given, every polite suggestion, every uncomfortable laughter that escaped your lying lips, and there I found the first backhanded compliment. Your silence amidst my happy chatter, smelled the gasoline trail back to the first time our gaze met when I ignored the premonition of this very moment, reflecting in your eyes. I have a collection of daggers, mementos of lessons learned, opportunities to practicing love lived out fully. No shields, no swords, heart exposed, ready, willing.
Woohoo!
Yeah, y'all open up your
Yep.
mics and show some love.
Breathe.
Wow.
Powerful.
That was hard to read. The first one was like, wow.
Yeah. So
Your
powerful.
pen,
Wow.
your
Did you
pen is
breathe? Did you let it go?
That was dope. That was dope.
We can't hear you. You're muted, baby. That was a great release.
I wrote more than one poem about this
Yeah.
this incident. The last one was actually two stanzas. The first part
Yeah.
was it wasn't even the same time frame or same person. The first part was something positive, hopeful that did not come into fruition. And the second part was what I experienced within this last week.
Yeah.
So I thought that the juxtaposition between the two would make a good poem and a good turning point in the poem.
Yeah.
Oh, it was great. It was definitely a brilliant journey to take us on. Painful to fathom though, to have that shield on, that chest plate, to have your protection on and still be pierced by I'll say love, you know, being the dagger that tore into you and broke through your defenses, right? And damn near took life from you, right?
And it wasn't even
And
love though. If the
well,
dagger was love, the wound would not hurt so much. It was jealousy. Because this was a strictly platonic friend. This was someone that I thought supported me in the things that I was doing. And when opportunities started coming, I rolled out the red carpet and I say, hey, come with me. Like, I want you to experience this with me because you're the one who encouraged me to do my fashion.
right.
So model for me. Like, I want to include you. I want to tell everybody about you and what hand you had in this. I want to give people credit for like encouraging me when I felt discouraged.
Right.
Yeah.
And so the dagger was always there, I think. Looking back on past conversations, the dagger was always there.
Right.
And they just needed to find a crack in the armor to kind of shove it in and make sure that they didn't miss their mark.
Yeah.
Because the words that were used were like, he attacked my childhood trauma. Tell me not wanting to share erotic poetry in my space, in my open mic, is damaging me, and I will damage other people. He told me I should write about my deepest, darkest trauma and share it. And then he ended it with, you got this.
Wow.
And all on like message, like before 8 in the morning he started.
Like loading up bullets. Just give me the ammo to shoot you.
Right.
Yeah.
And after the first 7 messages, I responded. And then he said, while I'm in gear, LOL. And then he hit me with the rest of the stuff with my childhood trauma.
Wow.
Listen, you don't have to see yourself and I wrote this somewhere else, but you don't have to see yourself through other people's lenses. Just because they want to play with you, and when they find a way to feel like they're hurting you, they will. But don't feed into that, and don't allow their words to strike you down. You
Yeah.
know what you know?
I knew where
You know
was
why
the
you
word.
don't share in those spaces. You know, and even though you have and you become more comfortable, it was supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
It
And
was
I know
supposed to
that
be.
it's him, it's his thing, because after the whole day of me not responding, then I get a 1 minute voice recording with a half-ass apology and then 2 words, "I'm sorry," underneath. And I still have not responded. For me, there's no need. You felt this way, and thank you very much for revealing yourself,
Yeah.
and I'll ready myself for the next one, because this is 2 so far since last year, since I started expanding myself.
Oh yeah, you'll see the true people. The true colors will come out. Absolutely.
Those were really close in my circle, though.
Yeah.
The other one I didn't have any armor for. None.
Yeah.
Mm.
Wow.
I
Well,
also
those are
love that
powerful.
line. I have a collection of daggers.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I do. I'm sorry for taking up so much time.
Those are
No.
powerful pieces. And as I was saying, breathe through the pieces. They're releases for you for a reason. So keep writing. You say you have more than one. Keep writing, keep sharing, and keep releasing.
I shall, and I'll put some stuff in the comments. I've been nominated for Best of the Bay for Best Poet and Best Spoken Word Artist.
Yes.
Awesome.
Congratulations.
Very,
Thank you.
very.
Indeed. And put that in the comments so everybody knows how to
Congratulations.
vote for you.
I don't even want to read now.
I lost that. We got lost in translation.
It
Who
was
was that?
Erica. I know I couldn't hear it. I didn't hear it.
Erica, don't even stop. Don't make me come up there while you're
Yeah,
at
she
me.
don't want it.
If that'll get you to come that way, come this way. Come on then. Because I'm like,
Oh, so that's why you said it. That's why you said it.
yeah, you come.
I love
I'll
it.
go on
Y'all show
mute.
some love for Gemini Fox, aka Foxy Gems.
Gemini.
That was amazing. Absolutely.
Right, and don't forget to put that information in the chat so that we can go on and vote for you. And voting is every day.
Yes, every day. Thank you very much, sir.
Yes, indeed. Right, y'all
All
show some
right.
love. All right,
All right.
let's keep this energy flowing. Y'all keep supporting each other and keep each other lifted, please. It's very much important. Um, with that being said, y'all open up your hearts and your mics. And let's show some love. Poet Paradox.
Paradox. Woohoo!
Hey, welcome to the
Hey.
space, sweetie.
Long time no see.
Hey.
Hi.
Thank you. Um, y'all, I'm nervous. I've been picking up my nails. Um, so the 2 pieces I'm gonna share with you guys, I wrote these today. And I don't know how many of you are familiar. There was a video a while back where this girl comes on. She goes, I wrote a song for the men. It is called Ew. And I thought it was hilarious. Not that all men are terrible, because they're not. Men, in fact, are beautiful, wonderful, amazing creatures. Penis people and sausage sons irritate me. But because of that song, Ew, I wrote this. Man asks me, how are you a submissive woman? I tell him, I am what the situation warrants. I am not a mommy dom, but if I push my limits to meet your needs, I can be whatever you want, whatever it takes for you to be happy. But I want to be your queen. I want you to be my king. I don't need a daddy. Besides, I'm bratty. I want to keep you on your toes. I want to keep you laughing. And I'm sappy. So I'll write songs and poems about you just because it's Saturday or Monday or any day that ends in the question you'll never have to ask me, because why not? I'd write your name across the sky if you'll have me. If you treat me like you love me, you won't have to wonder if I choose you. If you take my real love energy, amplify and pour back into me, we can make love infinitely. If you prove you've got some sense, you'll see that no weapon formed against us. No sideways glances or six-pack abs, no long flowing hair or big juicy backpack could interrupt the field of vision between your spirit and mine. Love's fingers through our hair, our eyes gleam with the shine of love, and not that pretty flaky stuff. I'm talking that gritty, grimy, stay beside you through the bad times kind of love. I'm talking dancing anywhere we feel the vibe kind of love. I'm talking that throw down, drag out debates, respectfully disagreeing, but also seeing where you're coming from kind of love. I want a timeless love. And if we need to stoke the fires, we can get down, 'cause the sun never will on our anger. I'm talking old school meets new school. I'm talking laughing like two fools, growing and choosing to be true to our dreams while we build them with our own two hands. I'm talking a little house with land. I'm talking being the best cheerleader we've got, 'cause we are the team, and we'll be damned if we're not going to make it. And if I need to make the statement, I'm tired of being replaced. I'm sick of seeking a replacement. I just want someone who stays, someone who grows with me instead of going away, someone who's loyal, kind, and honest. And they don't even have to be paid, for real. You got a flipping burger job? Okay, baby, what's the deal? You work construction or in landscaping, you got a hoopty or a scooter. As long as there's a way for us to always get back to us, I don't care if we're in a mansion or a cardboard box. I mean, I'd rather not. My name isn't Knox, and I don't know a red fox besides the actor, but that doesn't matter. I'd eat the hell out of some green eggs and ham. The point is, I'm down. Submission is me putting my life in your hands, and I need to know that you won't play around with things you're not ready for. I am submissive, just not public property. If you couldn't tame my hair, then baby, don't worry about my attitude. It's giving rude that you assume that my submission would extend to you. Ew. And that's the first piece. Um, the second one is I haven't named it yet. I think it's probably going to be called Snapping. I'm done snapping unless it's on poetry mics, and it's going to be a show that you will pay to see. You think I lay down lethal lyrics in broad daylight for free? Silly rabbit. I said I'm done snapping until you pay the piper. This is the last night that you'll bounce to my cipher without taking a pipe or giving green. Baby, my piece is worth more to me than your 2 cents. You're a pest with delusions of being a nuisance. I'm not giving you wind anymore. Don't ask for my water, 'cause this dusty shore you left has nothing for you. I hope you live long enough to realize you can't remember what my lush center feels like. I hope one day to be a nameless ache in the bottom of your spirit. I hope you search for celestial sounds and they play all around you, but you just can't hear it. And as you watch the orchestra play your favorite song, I hope that your tears contain the last feelings you have for me. I hope they're regret and loss. You could have unlocked the goddess if you had just been honest. I promise. I don't want you harmed. It's not your sorrow that I want to charge you, it's simply understanding. I told you I'm built different, but I guess when you're wanting to give no effort, bare minimum can feel demanding. It's not like we planned things, not like we talked about what it was expected or wanted, except I did those damn things. I admit to tripping at times, but I was a damn queen to you, ready to humble myself like a servant for someone who didn't deserve it. I'm not mad at you, really. I'm just mad because I'm hurting. But I promise this will be the last time I write these words, and you won't hear them again unless you're boosting my algorithmic presence or paying for a ticket. For all the pain you've paid into my account, I pray that the same amount of health and wisdom seek you out. I told you the universe don't play about me. Just wait and see. And that is the last poem that I'm gonna say for you for free. Peace.
Girl, you better put your information in the chat
Yes.
so
You
I
better
can
get paid for
follow
that.
you. Where have you been all of my IG life? Where have you been, girl? Why haven't I heard of you?
That was
What?
fire.
What?
I don't know what you were scared of.
I
Woman,
don't either. That was
if you
absolute
don't
fire.
if you don't get back with all of that I'm scared stuff, I'm about to come over there and hug you. Really, really tight.
That was amazing work, Poet Paradox. That was
dope. That was
amazing.
dope.
Both pieces. Hands. Listen, I put out not all my favorite lines because I couldn't catch them all, but I put a lot of them in there. Yeah, that was fire. That was some fire pieces. So check the chat. That
Thank you.
was fire. Yes, I love it, honey. I'm a new fan of yours.
Definitely. A
so
new
much.
fan. Absolutely. I don't even want to freaking read right now. I think I need to go in a corner and write something.
Right. Look, let me go back to the drawing board. That was fine. Thank you for joining us, Poet Paradox. That was amazing work. Great pieces. Great lines.
Thank you
Definitely.
guys so much.
Make sure you come back and share with us. And that's what it's all about. You all see how we turned that around from the uneasy feeling to how full her face is now with her smile. We truly appreciate you sharing, and I appreciate you all pouring into her to let her know that, you know, everything that she feels is important and worthy of being heard. I definitely like the line where you said, my piece is worth more than your 2 cents. That really resonated, you know, because there's so much being said or added after we share, after we unclothe ourselves. Somebody always has something to say, and sometimes it's not even about the response. It's just about getting free and releasing. So yeah, I'm done snapping too. Although you snapped through that whole piece. Y'all show us some love one more time, please.
That was hot. That was hot. Yeah, my face. You could have got the goddess had you only been honest. Let's go. Say that.
What is with the things going on your screen over there, Gemini Fox?
What you said, like Penny's pals, I found the eggplant. I just hit the button.
Right. I was like, you know, I seen the eggplant and I was like, hold on, what happened then?
Wow.
Yeah, she did kill us
Missed
in
that
the
one.
opening with the
You missed it? Here you go.
Okay.
Oh, that was how she came into the room, like.
Oh wow, they float.
Yeah.
Oh no, I didn't see that.
So what
I've
you
been
looking
giving-
for? What you trying to say?
You have me looking up now, like, what did I miss?
What? I didn't say anything. This was not an advertisement. I haven't been single for 7 years. I just found an eggplant on there and I thought it was adorable. Anyway, I'm jumping off.
They are.
I think
That's
that was
crazy.
a response to when she came and introduced herself and was saying she's sick of the what was that she said, the let's see if I can find it in the chat.
The
What was
penis
two
people
things?
and
The
sausage
penis
sons.
people and the something
Sausage sons.
and the sausage sons. There it is.
Oh,
So I think
I
that
thought she
was
said something
more.
about eggplant because that's what I've been eating for the last 2 days. I made eggplant
Okay.
parmesan.
Oh,
Okay, all right. Listen, because
Because
you gotta be specific.
Erica, right?
You gotta
She was
be
like, "That's what I've
specific,
been
Erica.
eating the
You know
last 2 days."
that was very triggering. You know, but
yeah, we probably need to leave that eggplant alone.
Yes, there
Right.
we go. There we go. So
we gonna move forward. We gonna move forward.
So let's
Yeah.
just go. Let's
Yeah.
go here.
Right. That part.
Go
Look,
there.
y'all please open up your hearts and your mics and show some love to subject matter.
Let's go, poet.
Yes, subject matter.
What's up, everyone? I'm just enjoying everybody. Oh man, it's funny when you like within creative energy and it just sort of stirs something up and you be getting pieces in your head, don't have anything to do with their pieces, but the creative energy makes you want to create, you know? That's beautiful, man. I'm just enjoying all y'all. Like they said, I go by the name of subject matter. My name is my mission. My mission statement is my name, and I'm out of Long Beach, but my bloodline is in Charlotte, North Carolina. That's where I grew up. And I'm going to do a couple of pieces. And like when I end a piece, I'm just going to say subject matter, and that's the trigger to let you know I'm going to do another piece. And beats like that. Let's see what we got here. Headlines. Subliminal whispers control the masses, misunderstandings, red blood spills from martyrs. White persecution woven tight in our flag's fabric, blue pills handed out with government-issued cell phones. Lift your tongue so they can ensure that it's gone. Philando Castillo, Sandra Bland, Trayvon Martin. Trayvon Martin, guilty of walking while black. Who knows what's hidden in that 17-year-old's hoodie and backpack? A security guard's badge gives officer the right to attack. How dare a black boy fight back? Security guard descended from a long line of slave catchers. They go way back, way back. Trayvon Martin, Sandra Bland. Sandra Bland thought she knew her rights, pulled over for failure to signal, but the irony was that her signal was loud and clear. Her birthright was her hazard light. Dark skin and kinky hair fit the description. Headline, distraught black woman committed suicide in jail cell. Were there clandestine activities contributing to her demise? They'll never tell. White print welding propaganda understanding muddled by agendas cloaked in red lines separating reality from the masses. I had to take classes in bullshit to see through Jim Crow's bullwhip, still hidden in multicolored strings and political rhetoric, yet the pain lingers. Philando Castillo, Sandra Bland, Breonna Taylor, Emmett Till. Emmett Till's legacy whistles through immoral winds of wheat fields while weed chokes our humanity. Anxiety, paranoia, inferiority, and post-traumatic stress flourish. Woke tongues rebuke the devil. Unmarked graves, muffled ancestors whispered instructions from the persecutors, but the ancestors' children, they hear them clearly. Alton Sterling. Slow wind and slow grind, mind twisted, communion wine tastes like red rum. Qualified immunity leaves an unpleasant aftertaste on my tongue. Oops, they're bad. Another life ended with impunity. Emmett Till, Alton Sterling, George Floyd. George Floyd, a breath stolen, a life crushed under the weight of hatred. That's right. Call your mama in heaven. Tell her to save you a seat. In the meantime, pose for the selfie that's going worldwide. Let hate clench its teeth. Did you get this? His good side? Be sure the camera gets his blue eyes. Make America great again. Headlines. Drug addict accused of trying to pass counterfeit bills, apprehended and resisted arrest, causing his own death. Philando Castillo, Sandra Bland, Breonna Taylor, Sonia Massey. Sonia Massey's last word, I rebuke you, Satan, causing demons to be threatened, commanded, shoot her in her fucking face before she invokes the name of Jesus. Headlines, mentally ill black woman fatally shot, threatened officer with spiritual incantations. Red blood spills, white male persecution embeds in death grip in our flag's fabric. It's going to be difficult to be undone. Trayvon Martin, February 26th. Sandra Bland, July 13th. Alton Sterling, July 5th. Philando Castillo, July 6th. Breonna Taylor, March 13th, 2020. George Floyd, May 25th. Sonia Massey. To be continued. Subject matter. Go hard, stay hard, warrior woman. As if they were juxtaposed, as if they were yin and yang, as if they were contrary to one another. Lioness who can walk in her feminine stride, gathering collected stares while viciously defending the sanctity of her pride, the guardian of his backbone, soothe his growl, poultice his wounds from the battlefield, heal him, turn his pain to passion. Chamomile and 6-inch heels, about her business while seductress. She's vulnerable to those who earn access to her heart, yet violators may hear the clanging of her sword and shield and witness her snarl. Her eyes are lanterns in the dark, inviting him to follow their light, yet a warning sign when need be. She doesn't have to, you don't have to read between her lines. She said what she said. She's not dependent, but a compliment to anyone who yearns for her. How does one earn her? Do they have the patience to learn her? The sensibility not to be spurned by her? Shapely calves and thighs and inviting eyes, bringing suitors down from high horse, 7-foot giants to one knee, seeking refuge in her sanctuary, or discovering crushing thighs that squeeze the breath from their lies. Warm, weary warrior woman, rest peacefully in my embrace as I embrace a fence around you, as I embrace a fence around you and softly hum a lullaby, brush the crown upon your head. Subject matter.
Yes, brother. Y'all please open up your mics and show some love. That was fire.
Fire! Woohoo!
That first piece was so brilliantly written. The way you pay homage to our fallen soldiers, just really speechless, bro. You did them justice. You did so just going through the stages like you did, man. It was just amazing to hear, man. It was a great piece.
Thank you.
Great
Appreciate
piece. Yeah, I can't wait to go back and catch that on the playback. And for those who are here for the first time, not familiar with how it goes in here, these shows are recorded and they'll be on YouTube. So if you follow my YouTube page under Mr. Witz, you can go back and catch the playback. Everybody that's following me on Instagram, I send them out as soon as I get them posted up. So yeah, go back and catch any of the previous shows. I think we're at what 46 now. 46 it's our 46th episode. It's been so many different transitions of energy. We laugh together, we cry together, we celebrate birthdays together, we celebrate we journey through the tragedies of being human in this world. Just so much has been shared in these rooms, in these spaces, and that's why I consider you all family, because only family can converse the way we do. So I love you all. I appreciate you sharing in this space and becoming part of this family. Or the subject matter, you already know, you already family, bro. Just reiterating that,
Respect. And I do have a book out. If you don't have the book yet, it's on Amazon. It's like, why you playing? Oops. Blanked out. Yeah. Down the Pain, Love, Life, and Lord.
Nice.
Subjects. So
hold it up one more time, please.
Show that for us again.
Yeah, because we just had you in the small screen. We need to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope. I love the cover art too.
Thank you.
All right. Make sure you put the information in the chat so that we can tap in with you and get that into our collections.
I appreciate y'all. Love.
Indeed. Y'all show some love one more time.
Thank you.
Absolutely. That was fire.
Indeed it was. Indeed it was. Let's keep this energy up. Y'all open up your hearts and your mics and show some love to Brooklyn in the house, Miss Erica Floyd.
I'm
Thanks for joining
scared
us,
now. I don't
poet.
even want to read. I don't even
Stop
want to
that.
now.
Stop that.
I really don't.
Have a good night, Poet Paradox. Thanks for coming.
Thank you, sweetheart. We appreciate you sharing space. And remember, we here every week, so tap back in with us.
Absolutely.
All right, let's go, Erica.
I'm gonna share an old piece.
Yes.
Since I'm not sure anymore, I've changed poems I don't know how many times since you guys started spitting. This is called The Average Ear. He that has an ear, let him hear what is put out into the atmosphere. The average ear will hear what it wants to hear, not necessarily what is exposed to the air, but because it won't accept what is said out of fear. Fear, a way of keeping you enslaved, at times resulting to victories being delayed, forgetting that the truth shall make you free, no longer a slave to delusions of grandeur. But rest assured, the truth always comes out for sure. He that has an ear, let him hear what is put out into the atmosphere. It makes you wonder why, as humans, that we would accept a lie before we accept what's real. We would rather destroy, steal, or kill the truth than to know what the deal is. At the expense of others, weaving tales for the sake of humor, not caring that the stories were spun from a rumor. He that has an ear, let him hear what is put out into the atmosphere. I can't help but surmise that without the lies, that the world could be a place that I could prize, where we can continue to live our lives in peace without deceit, like paradise. Come to think of it, didn't it all begin, which was an induction to sin, with Eve being deceived by the serpent with ease, because of her wanting to believe the serpent's deception, his mission achieved. He that has an ear, let him hear what is put out into the atmosphere. Never ceases to amaze me how much a lie can grow due to not acknowledging what you already know to be true, which oftentimes the deceiver is you, because you can't handle the truth. Whether it's Holy Spirit, gut feeling, or sixth sense, you get a clue. But what you choose to do with that is up to you. He that has an ear, let him hear what is put into the atmosphere. To illustrate how a deception can grow, wasn't it said that the inferior race was the Negro? Our inventions, our rights, and dignity they stole. But didn't our people come up with a code through spirituals to escape to freedom via the Underground Railroad? And wasn't this code right under the oppressor's nose? He that has an ear, let him hear what is put out into the atmosphere. Just so it is made clear, the oppressor will shoot their falsehoods like spears, because they found us intimidating and a threat which didn't fall on deaf ears, which led to our oppression for many years. Wish we would have recognized it for what it was, and possibly still is. He that has an ear, let him hear what is put out into the atmosphere. Current events with so many stories spun, seeking ratings for some and for others the truth, the smoking gun. Propaganda made public in its description of the enemy type. Since the author is number 45, please don't believe the hype. He that has an ear, let him hear what is put out into the atmosphere. It is my belief that the average ear will hear what it wants to hear, not necessarily what is exposed to the air, but because it won't accept what is said out of fear, and that's sincere. He that has an ear, let him hear what is put out into the atmosphere. Poem. The next piece is My Pen is Life. Suffocation is a sure way to grab my attention. Imminent death is an affliction that I'm in no hurry to take on, yet a transition that is worthy of procrastination. My addiction is breath. Living life to the fullest is my EpiPen, granting me dispensation in epic proportions. So my pen, dispense a reed, my lips, moments being the dispensary for my pen. To listen, my pen's attentive. To speak, my pen is conversive. To think, so it is pensive. It understands more than you know. My pen's comprehensive. My pen is more than a noun, it is a verb. So my pen is active. It loves a challenge. My pen is competitive. It bears the woes of this world. My pen is apprehensive. Death and life may be in the power of the tongue, but I hear the pen is mightier than the sword, so it's duly offensive and defensive. This pen say, don't sleep, but be an audience that is captive. My pen is necessary, so it needs to give. My pen is life, and it needs to live. My pen heals what ails, so it performs surgery. My pen may take prisoners. It is penitentiary. It is imperative that this pen satiates those with an ear. Compensation for dispensation is destined to appear because the reaping of harvest is very near indeed. Poem.
Oh, Brooklyn in the house.
Nice.
Let's
Woo!
I don't know what you were talking about. I love that refrain. I love that. Every
Oh
time you said it,
yeah,
I was repeating it. I love that refrain.
it
And
was
your
absolutely.
voice, your cadence with it, and the tone that you chose to share it in. I don't want to hear you say nothing else about no one show poem.
Serious. You got that voice. I'm hearing like Maya. I'm hearing classic. I'm hearing like that was dope. That was dope.
Thank you guys. I love y'all so much. I love this room. Did I tell y'all I love this room? I love this room.
Look, it's the family in the room that make the room special. The room is just a
Absolutely.
place. It's the family here. So yeah,
Absolutely.
we love you right back, Queen. Know that. Yeah.
Definitely.
And one thing that I want us to just always remember, I know it's our way of paying homage to one another when we say, "Oh, I don't want to come behind that," or I don't want to share after we hear something." But we're supposed to inspire one another to be great. Outside, inside of that, I ain't gonna say outside of that, inside of that. That's the big part is that we inspire each other to be great, and and everybody's great in their own sense. Like we all have different messages
Yeah,
because
we all flow different.
that's it. But that's what makes the conglomeration of art so powerful because you have all of these different additions and sounds that make this amazing vibration, you know. So I appreciate you all, and I'm just grateful that y'all come here and embrace each other the way you do. Yeah, so y'all show Brooklyn in the house, Erica Floyd, some love one more time, please.
Yes.
Yes, yes,
Love that.
yes.
Love that myself.
Brooklyn.
That's what's up. We got 3 more artists. Y'all hang in there, please. Open up your hearts and your mics and show some love to Italo.
Italo!
Hey.
Oh!
Yeah.
Hey, I'm back. I'm back. And I can lower my hand now. Hey. Now I'm getting very familiar with Zoom now. Yeah, it's great to be here, guys. I wasn't going to share anything, but I was inspired to share something. And it had to be now because if I don't do it now, it's not going to be relevant tomorrow. The piece that I like to share is called Last Supper in Paris. You'll know what I'm talking about. Controversial. War of words, a storm like the one pouring over the Seine. Has everyone gone insane? When all creates a dispute, a polemic, problematic, a runway of fashionistas walking over the dinner table, the Last Supper in Paris. Every Christian unhinged, unstable, looking at art through tinted glasses. Olympic Games supposed to unite nations, yet we're more divided, creating altercation. Get off your high horse. Get your mind out the Bible, debating like you're in the Tower of Babel, till everyone says, Amen. Let the games begin. Every woman, every man, strong gladiators, thousands of athletes making a formation, a call for peace, if only for a day. Can we set aside egos and frustrations, one people under God, but imagine there's no heaven, no religion. Imagine we're building legions, fighting wars, real and spiritual, through sports and artistic expression, poetry in motion, swaying like waves in a vast ocean, looking at the big picture. Free your mind. Life is always changing, not a fiction. Let the music and the visuals inspire you to achieve your mission. Sounds like you're on the outside instead of thinking of union. Who could be a great nation, united in paper, yet divided. Tall as the Eiffel Tower, as beautiful as every art piece in the Louvre. We're masterpieces of one creator. Proudest day in creation. Let us unite and fight for peace. Art is our precious weapon, more powerful than any nation. One love, one mission. C'est la vie, mon ami. Celebrate life. Only one life to live. Many languages, but one vision. That's the biggest lesson. Love one another. Paris 2024, City of Love. One people, one love. Oh, l'amour. Oh, Harry, Harry. That's the piece. Last Supper in Paris. And that's the only piece I want to share tonight. Everybody has been great. The only suggestion is that you guys follow me on social media, but also if you have an iPhone, because everybody might have an iPhone, download Theoria Radio, which is an app that we are supporting independent artists and poets. And I am the host of the Theory of Poetry. I would love to have every one of you there. And anyways, that's it. Thank you for having me. And thank you, Mr. Witz, for the safe space.
Victor, did you put it in the chat?
I will now. Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
please put it in the chat.
Yes, thank you.
I thank you for being here, bro. I really appreciate that piece because through our television, through the entertainment programming, we only see the glory of the event and the excitement and the art of being an athlete. But so much things happen behind the scenes out there during this Olympic um, during these Olympic Games that went really, really disgraceful. You know what I'm saying? That for what the somebody's unmuted. Who was that? Yeah,
Oh, it's probably me. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
I'll do it right now.
Let me just say that I just appreciated that share because although it's a competition and it's still a battle, to see who's the best. It's like a family reunion within the countries, celebrating the art of being an athlete, and for the things that transpire with not treating these athletes with their worth, you know, and all in the spirit of competition. It's disgraceful. But a lot of it is surfacing through the social media. So I'm sure you all have probably seen some of the behind the scenes things that have taken place that have made the competition harder for some of the athletes or even knocked them out of competing at all for their earnings. Um, but again, all we get to see is the greatness of the art as we watch these scenes. So yeah, I think that piece that you shared, the Last Supper was definitely dope and necessary. So I thank you, brother.
Yeah, thank you so much, guys.
Indeed. Y'all forgive me if I'm rambling a little bit. Just trying to make sure that what I catch from it is added to the circle. And I hope you all do the same. I encourage you all to do the same. Y'all show some love to Italo one more time, please.
What are you calling him? That's why I was confused. I'm like, who is Italo? I'm looking, I'm like, I don't see an Italo. I'm like,
my name on social media is Italo Productions. That's why he says Italo, but yeah, my real name is Victor.
Oh, please put it so I know who I'm following.
I'll put it
on
social media. I'll go by Italo. Yeah, Italo writes poetry. Yeah, I'll put it in the comments.
I apologize for that.
No,
no, it's okay. I'd rather be called Italo.
I just didn't know.
No,
I like the name Italo better than my own. So.
And I love Victor. I've always loved Victor as a name, but I didn't have another son to name him Victor. So there you go. Anyway, let me be quiet.
That's the homie right there. Just so y'all know, that's the homie.
What?
All right.
How you doing, Coach?
What's up, Coach?
What up, bro? Good to see you. What up? What up? What up? What up? And subject matter. I was here. I was listening. I was here, baby. I was here.
That's what's up. Let's keep this energy flowing. Y'all open your hearts and y'all mics and show some love for Empty Parody.
Hey. Hey.
Hey, what's up, y'all? I didn't know next. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm empty. It's Paridi like Bake Ziti.
Okay. My fault.
No, you're good. You're good. I say it all the time. But yeah, thank you for having me. This has been great. Quick introduction to myself because I'm new here. I am the co-founder and editor-in-chief of a small, hyper-local poetry and art magazine on Long Island. We actually include Brooklyn and Queens, so the geographic island. We highlight and focus on and connect the open mic scene around the island. So we actually have a calendar of open mics on the back. And we publish local poetry. So we accept submissions from local artists and poets that want to be in our magazine. So yeah, and if you're interested in what's going on the Long Island scene, you can follow us at thescene.life on the web and on Instagram. So anywho. All right, so that's my spiel, and I'll get to the poetry, which got me into doing this in the first place. I'll do one old piece and one new piece. I write a lot about my mental health journey. I was diagnosed bipolar at 39, which is a long time to go without intervention. And I write about that journey. So this is called, what is it called? Oh man, oh, it's called Pining. That's what it's called. And it goes like this. It's about intrusive thoughts. Thoughts intruding. I've been brooding. Lights, camera, action. Start the shooting. Mind is looting, stealing peace. Riots in my mental streets. Unruly crowd. My heart competes and tries to fight it back with beats. Not loud enough to drown them out. They only start to chant. In unison, begin to shout, riled up into a rant. Latching onto rhythm, they won't let go of my mind and myself. It starts to schism, multiplicity of kind, lost in all directions, don't know what I'm gonna find. Then I'm split up into sections and can't catch up from behind. They're carrying infections like the chills right down my spine. I can't seem to make corrections. There's no getting out of line. Stuck with stomping feet, getting caught in the stampede. Want to take my seat, but can't get away from need. It compels me, all the pumping, beating beat of failing heart. And they tell me that they're lumping all my feats in barely art. You can't sell the trauma dumping, people picking it apart. What the hell, the bomb is trumping, blowing up my brand new start. Finished from beginning. Couldn't get off of the line, and you'd think that I were kidding, but this isn't the first time that I've had to do the bidding of the things inside my mind, so I'll sit and go on spinning and waste away while here I pine. Pining. All right. So that was one old shit, and now we'll do some new shit. Which one? I've been writing a lot lately, so all right, let's do this one. I'm pretty happy with this one. I wrote this one on Monday. All right, here goes. I like fire in my lungs and lightning in my brain, stardust in my bones and purpose in my pain. Where worth is always staying. Maybe you know what I'm saying. Maybe you have been through so much too. It feels like life is playing a game on you, a prank, a trick. So shame on you when the life you picked. I'm feeling licked, but not in a good way. Bleeding, sick, about time that I should pray. Stoned and sticked, so scared that the bones would break. On ground and kicked, getting beat for the hood's sake. Stomping feet for some good cake that I can have and eat too. Incomplete, so you should take more than half of what you do. As a sign, it's a good fake, taking more, a piece or two, and to keep it after eating it is impossible to do. But I am made of magic and chaos that combine. My mind is mostly static and can't get away from rhyme. The shit is automatic, mixing tragic with sublime. Perhaps it's just thematic, the erratic ticking time. I guess call it a habit. Call me rabid, call me loon. And don't forget to stab it in the back, because that's the tune. Betrayal and bereavement, they have settled in too soon. But I promise the achievement of the mind is there's no spoon. A matrix recreated, can't be stated any clearer. I hate that we are fated to be waiting and not nearer. I'm not ingratiating, I'm not baiting for a bite. I'm simply advocating for placating all the fright, all the light that I can shine. I'ma do it through the night, 'cause I'm made of more than crime and can prove it. Here's my might, here's my fight, yes, here's my strength. Not alone, not on the bench, going home because I clench. It's so close right to my chest. All the hope that I confess, it was me, I was undressed, so exposed, I'm so not blessed. There's no clothes to cover stress. In the throes of a tempest, wind whipping in my face, the rain is coming down so hard, what happened to encase? What happened to an exit ramp and out before the storm? I thought I wouldn't be sent more than I could possibly perform. But it's all good. I'm made of stuff that was made in an explosion. Electric pulse as flames engulf and tides begin erosion. Poem.
You have got to come back.
Wow, wow. Thank you. Thank you for sharing those pieces. MT. Paridi. MT Paridi, like ZD. I love that. I
Well,
love it.
what's the
That's
MT?
it.
Yeah, I'm
for?
hungry.
What does the MT stand for?
It's my initials, but also in kind of Taoist thought, which is what I kind of subscribe to. It's the idea of being an empty vessel, being useful.
And that's how I took it. But I didn't say parody. I thought it was parody. So that's why when I introduced you, I said empty parody. I kind of ran it together because that's how I read it. But thank you for correcting me. I stand corrected, but at least I got the empty part right. It sounded just like I read it.
You're good, man. It's all good. I say it all the time. Because people say, and I like growing up, I played sports. My coaches would be like, that was a pretty nice pass. That was a pretty good goal. And I'd be like, oh, coach, come on. You know, that's not my name.
That's funny, man.
Yeah.
Well, listen, thank you for being family, man. You know, we here every Wednesday. You're always welcome. So make this your home.
Awesome. I'll be back. Thanks for having me.
Awesome, indeed.
Love the cadence.
Yeah, I enjoyed the first line of the second poem. I have fire in my lungs and purpose in my brain. And the cadence was beautiful. I love the rhyme scheme and the cadence. So thank you very much for coming and sharing.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
You're welcome.
No clothes to cover stress. I like that.
That's what's up. And it definitely was a good build up on that first poem because he went into being made of stardust and all of the, you know, the whole setup was nice as you brought us into that. So yeah, good pieces, man. Thank you for sharing both of them, and we look forward to hearing more from you. I truly like the fact that y'all got that magazine going on out there, um, and showing love to all the venues. I think that's pretty dope. Please put that information into the chat so that we can follow up on it. All right, that's what's up. Y'all show some love one more time for MT Paridi. Y'all ain't sleep yet. Y'all could have gave me a little sound, little noise, a little something.
Woo-woo!
Yes.
All right, that's what I'm
Like I
talking
said,
about.
he needs to come back.
Yeah.
Hey.
That part.
The only thing keeping me awake is me walking around listening to this poetry, okay?
All right, well, we got one more artist.
My mic was stuck, but yes,
Well,
yes.
Mr.
Let's
Paridi
go.
got me thinking of baked ziti now. I'm hungry.
It's too late to be that kind of hungry. You can't be putting out
Yes,
baked
it is.
ziti in at 12 o'clock at night.
I know, but I haven't eaten since like 4.
Oh goodness, I think that time passed. You know, sometimes when you haven't eaten before the night is over, you just miss it. You gotta eat
Yeah.
tomorrow. You know.
I know. Well, after midnight, then will be tomorrow. Now let me stop.
Oh goodness, don't be turning into no gremlins. We're
I
not
know.
making gremlins and stuff.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, what determines what time zone where the Grammys in is my question.
She's on the East Coast, so it's about to be 12 o'clock for her.
Oh, okay, then don't don't eat.
Yeah, she
Well,
missed it. You might as well get you a
I'm
little
about to
snack.
turn, so don't look. Look away. Because I'm eating right now. So
Oh,
look away.
goodness. Damn, you done brought it on the screen too, and you look like you got a nice healthy meal too.
Put her in the big box. Let's see what she got.
Big boxer. Say something, Foxy Jones.
Hey,
Look,
so
we got you. You got
I
your
have
avocado. What's that?
avocado, and it's like, I don't know, chobani bread with avocado and cheese. I put the chobani bread in the, how I call it, shredded cheddar
Well, you still
inside of
kind of
the
doing the healthy thing though. You ain't going heavy on us. She talking about some baked ziti. I'm like, it's too late for baked ziti.
No, it's
Well,
never too late to bake city.
I still have eggplant parmesan in the refrigerator.
Listen, you about to have us all hungry up in here. We keep listening to you.
Don't put the
eggplant.
don't put the eggplants back on. Don't do it.
Don't put the eggplants back on. He said, "Don't put the eggplants back on." Right. You definitely took the whole room for a spin. We was like, hold on.
What I mean to say is put them on, but I'm saying don't do it.
We was gonna ask a lot of questions on that one. Like, what's happening in Florida that we don't know about?
Nothing whatsoever. Once it does happen, I write a poem about it and y'all will know, but ain't been nothing for the last 7-8 years. Oh.
Like, what happened? Subject matter?
I said it's only 9:45 here on the West Coast, so I can grab me something. I don't know, everything gonna be closed when we finish though. Wanted to catch an Italian restaurant.
Look, all y'all feeling like Italian tonight.
Yeah, who else? Ziti did that. I want some baked ziti, and Brooklyn can't send me none of that eggplant parmesan, so I don't know. Can you overnight it?
I'm afraid not, sweetie. But I am hungry. Oh my God.
By the time it gets to you, it's gonna be something else.
We sorry, Coach. We sorry.
Look,
It's Lord.
I'm out.
Y'all started something. All right, let's get it going. Y'all please open up your hearts and your mics for our final artist of the evening, my brother Coach Small.
Yes. Let's go.
Let's go, Coach.
First of all, I want to say that it's never too late for baked ziti. Just put that shit out there now. You just need to know it's never too late for baked ziti. I just want to make sure that we're clear on that. Yeah, so I got some stuff on my mind that I want to say, and hopefully it raps the way it needs to rap, sometimes you struggle through some things and you just got to say it, you know what I mean? Like, I hate having to connect this way. Living under this blanket that can't give me comfort. Seems I'm fighting for nothing. Purpose has yet to make sense these days, and I'm already over 50. I spent decades trying to walk on my own, but it's not fun. It doesn't feel safe. And somehow someone's eyes always find me drunk or unprepared. So they paint me in whatever color they love. And every flavor to bronze the shining of this lifetime. I've wondered how this all happened. And who prayed this would become a rite of passage, and maybe no one prayed at all, and I've become hopeless, and God ignored what I couldn't ask for. I know I lose the words often. Whisper help me instead of yelling thank you, but I much rather sit at a riverbed and wash my feet in salt water, hoping somehow some God could wade me out of this sin. I know sin is a big word, easily fitting in any equation, and maybe that's why they wrote the Bible in the first place, because someone needed a person to point a finger at. I don't know what God said, but being born first, it ain't it. Firstborn with no protector, or no one becomes a hero in a language that I can understand. No one gave me an idea that didn't please them first. And now, yeah, I'm the bad guy. The one who found the rhythm and decided to make it a melody. He who swallowed everything I was force-fed and still licked my own fingers. So I poem because shit hurts. And pain looks better on paper when a poem finds new work. So I poemed battle rap until sonnets found me singing sweet songs. Because all I had left was a bad relationship and some secrets that will one day line my coffin. I poemed until someone heard me. I poem because no one hears me. I poem as a way of spilling the sauce and hiding the bullhorns beneath a solid tone that makes others feel safe. And still, I never stain the right shirt. I always dress in the wrong color. I'm a problem child walking in a grown man's body, a spoiled spirit, free versing his way into someone's misfortune. At least that's how it feels. Like a raisin left out to rot as a rising sun. Needing shelter with no way to find me some right now unless I'm taking someone else's borrowed time, borrowing the same space I missed when I was young. When all I needed was attention. When manning up became a catchphrase I learned way too early, I just wanted some right now. Me time. A chance to know mom and dad without someone interfering. So maybe I am selfish. Needing a little more than what I was given. I could learn a little more, something about me, but being born first, well, it gave me the right to want to hold on to everything that belonged to me first, the firstborn, the first to leave home, last one remembered, because everybody else needs more. So I always had to save for what's left. You know, our ancestors taught us that children claim their parents before they enter their mother's womb. I understand that now. Who else would build me strong enough to be trapped with all this weight behind these ribs, trapped in a space I never wanted to live? And again, maybe it's just me. On the flip side, maybe I'm just tired. When I was 7, it was the streetcars that forced my face against the window. And someone's whole name was the only way I could address an adult. My dad had one foot out the door and still no one could claim his space. Even though somebody already wanted his shoes. You see, the champ left me solo. Taught me that fighting and running had something in common, and whatever it was, my dad had his daily dose. I learned life wasn't a crapshoot. It was a public restroom with plenty of strangers, where we all had when beaten and afraid, and single mom with friends who only came to steal. Seems like we had nothing. And everybody still wanted a piece of that. I lost myself back then. When 8 was happy until adults found children quiet. Back when innocent people hid beneath broken adults and children made up the remainder. I hated filling in the blanks, having to wait in line for nothing worth anything. Children without fathers can't be happy. Not in this life, not against this grain. And I'm still fighting to find that smile, that kind of happy that lives in your stomach and makes you wish someone called you a smart young man. I never wanted to hear those words because it seemed like only the bad kids had all the attention. the ones whose fathers stayed home and had all the praise. I never wanted to revisit them. Those days, that time back when a gunman ran through our schoolyard and someone forced us into a restroom. And thank God Miss John came in, because imagine the smell of those undesirable moments. Yeah, the nightmares I would forever have to run and hide from. The truth is, I'm tired of hiding. Tired of being a walking bullseye. My family sees everything about me, and at the same time, they see absolutely nothing about me. I'm like the business end of a puppet master. Their perceptions always telling my story in a flowing fashion. I can't be the only one who feels this way. Fighting to swallow the ocean's worth of everything everybody else sees as glory, I still feel like I haven't done it. Someday satisfaction paints a smile wide enough to stand behind. But damn, sometimes, this shit just feels lonely as fuck.
Yeah, that was deep,
Woo!
man.
Wow.
That's some love.
Powerful.
Damn, man.
God, yes. Go ahead. Go ahead, Wits. I'm sorry.
Yeah, those was heavy pieces right there. Took me back to us growing up in East New York. You know what I mean? Um, just we had a lot of tragic moments within the love that we had amongst each other. And like you said, though we didn't have much, you know, words of our uncle Karu, he always told us we was rich because we had each other. And I guess within that sense of us having that much made everybody want a little piece of us. And that was crazy. Yeah. Powerful work.
Wow.
When you said that about being the firstborn, I was not the firstborn. I was the second-born, first girl, but it still felt like I was the firstborn. Even now, brother joined the military and kind of like took off and never really looked back. So I definitely resonate with that and the whole fatherless child. And yeah, thank you for sharing that. That was a transparent piece. I was very vulnerable. It's not like I expect anything different from y'all, but I miss you. I miss you guys.
Don't make me cry. I had enough for tonight.
I'm glad to make you cry when I get up there. That way I can give you a hug. How about that?
Arm around the neck. That's what she said. Arm around the neck.
Yeah, not hands around the neck. It's gonna be like the whole arm. And I'm short, so you're gonna have to lean down. I'm only 5'2".
Really? Oh wow.
I have a very big spirit.
I thought you were gonna say something else. Okay, never mind.
Look, no, look, I'm not even gonna go there. I was about to say something crazy. Forgive me, baby. I bite my tongue.
Forgive us, baby.
Oh, Gemini, are you blushing?
Look,
Yes, but if y'all know anything, black people don't blush, we just melt. I wish this chocolate would melt in the areas I wanted to melt at, but y'all gonna make me lose the rest of my ass, so y'all need to stop.
No comment.
right.
Leave it up to Coach,
What are
right?
we supposed to do with that?
Leave it up to Coach.
Oh no, it just comes out. That's why I censor myself.
That's what she said.
Oh
Okay,
man,
good.
I love this space, man. I love everybody's participation in here, which allows us to go through these transition of energies. Like I said, it's always a roller coaster of emotion in here. There's grief, there's laughter, there's understanding, you know what I'm saying? And then there's always us holding each other up from through whatever it is that's weighing us down. So man, I love y'all for being here, um, and supporting this space and just keeping this ongoing. We're on episode 46. So it's been amazing to go this many weeks and with the different variety of energies that's come through here. Um, we've lost some people. We celebrated a lot. And again, there's been a lot of living that we had to endure, you know. So let's just keep each other going, man. Let's keep each other lifted beyond these screens. I beg you to please reach out, especially when you don't see one another. When you don't see one another in the space, that's the time that you should be reaching out to make sure that everybody's okay. All right. With that being said, any final words before we shut it down?
I'm gonna sleep good tonight. I have poetry in my heart and a lot of jokes in my ears, so I'm gonna be smiling in my sleep tonight.
And avocado in your belly.
Thank you, Wits and Gifted, for another
Thank you.
amazing show.
Thank you. I was going to say the same thing. Thank you all for amazing poetry, an amazing night of loving on one another, sharing stories, laughing, and growing together. So I appreciate you all for being in this space.
And please tap in tomorrow. Again, tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will be interviewed by Looking Glass Poet and Mid-Age Poet. Myself and Gifted will be talking about our new release, Phased by an Impressionable Moon. So hope to see you all there. Um, get some of that energy in there, and yeah, come on and show some love and some support. And get the book, get the book, get the book, get the book.
Book.
Is Moon Release the title, or is that?
No, that's just Coach Ja.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking other things when he said Moon Release. That's why I'm like, is that the actual title? I didn't want to make
Oh goodness,
fun
that's
of
why
if
I
that
know
is
it's
the
time for y'all
title.
to go. It's time for everybody to go home.
That reminds me of something, but okay.
Oh my. That could be a prompt.
What are you being reminded of? I gotta
Like,
let y'all go.
no, no.
Being reminded.
Oh no.
The name of the book is Phased by an
By an
Impressionable
impressionable moon.
That's right. You know, like the phases of the moon can be
Yes.
impressionable upon your life.
Yes.
Love y'all.
Love you all.
Good night.
Good to see you. Compassion, Samuel Rain.
Okay, so let me interject before you go. The subtitle of the book is called Babe and Company.
And the cover reads, The
goodness.
Prince of the Moon.
All right, we gotta let y'all go. Y'all.
I love you guys.
We gotta
Thanks
let
for the
y'all
moons,
go.
jumping moons. I love those.
I
Gemini
love you
pot.
guys too. Thank you, Coach.
I love you guys.
Bye, Escape, Nemo.
Good night, everyone.
Good night,
And Mr.
everyone.
Rain, we're gonna be looking for some
Victor,
music
Coach
next week. We missed our
Erica.
music this week.
Yeah,
Love
well,
y'all.
yeah, it's around my dinner time, and of course, I'm a caregiver, so I have to rush it. I'll be ready next week.
Well, I understand. I understand. I don't want to
Yes,
be
sir.
taken away from that. So blessings. We just grateful that you was here to share time with us.
Oh, thank you.
Got to be in a space. Thank you.
All right.
All right, brother. All right,
All
good
right.
night,
Good
everyone.
night, everyone.
Good night, everybody.
You want to stop the recording, babe?
I know, baby. You say that to me every week. I be trying to let everybody empty out so that when I do it on purpose.
Okay.
Okay. I'm stopping it now.